Good evening. We're just going to wait for a few more people to join in. Okay, hi. Hi, Anvit. Okay, hi. Thank you so much everyone for joining in on this live that I'm doing with Slurp Farm. This is for the first time and I am super excited to do this. So I've been a chef for about 13 years plus, and today I would like you to take that chef tag and put it aside, because so yes, I am a chef, but before that I'm a mommy to a 5-year-old naughty little girl, and her name is Samara. So as a mom, and most of us out there, are trying to select the right ingredients. We don't try, most of the times we're selecting the right ingredients, we're putting the right food into our kids' mouth. But we tend to neglect ourselves. So I would like to share a personal story. I was about 120 kilos, 3-4 years back. And that's because I was just putting whatever I found into my mouth. Now, over these last few years, I've realized how important it is to select the right ingredients and to eat right. And therefore, today I decided to do a really fun, simple recipe with y'all. It's called a healthy chia seed tiramisu. It's very, very simple and easy to make, all right? And more than that, during this lockdown, we all are craving a healthy dessert. So therefore this recipe. Now yes, tiramisu is an Italian dessert, all right? It sounds complicated, it's layered, it has, multiple steps. But this recipe that we are going to do today is very, very simple and easy. So I'm going to start off, all right? And I'm going to tell you what exactly I'm going to do. So for this recipe, we have 2 steps. First, we're going to create a gluten-free, sugar-free cookie using Slurp Farm products that I have available at home. I've been using them forever now. My daughter loves them. Okay, so first step, I have 1 cup of oat flour. Okay, oat powder, the Slurp Farm oat powder that I'm using. Then I'm going to add, it's a very simple recipe. I'm going to add half a cup of nut powder to it. Okay. And then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of jaggery. Now this recipe is going to give you about 12 cookies. Okay. So 1/4 cup of, again, Slurp Farm jaggery. Now most of us have switched over to the Slurp Farm jaggery. We've left all the sugar and the sugar frees, and we've been consuming jaggery. It's super healthy to consume on a regular basis, all right, and the quality is just fantastic. Okay, I love the jaggery. Then I have a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Okay, I'm going to add a pinch of salt. I'm using pink salt. I have 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of baking soda. And I'm going to break in 1 egg. Okay, now if you don't want to use egg and you want a vegetarian version of the recipe, you can add a teaspoon of flaxseed powder and then add some milk. So you're going to have the same effect with the cookies. Okay, so now all you do is mix up everything. Now this recipe calls for coconut oil as well, which I will add towards the end. About 1.5 tablespoons of coconut oil. So we'll just mix up all the ingredients, and then we're going to add the coconut oil, and that's it. It's a very simple, easy recipe to make. You're just mixing up all the ingredients, and I'm going to show it to you as soon as I'm done mixing it. But it's super simple. That's it. Now once you've mixed up all these ingredients, you're going to just make a few roundels and put it in for baking. So you need to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, and I have a baking pan here, or a baking tray, whatever you have available at home. I'm just going to show you. So the dough is simple. And this recipe is available on the Slurp Farm webpage. So you can go check it out and follow the recipe. Now one very important thing is once these cookies are baked, all you have to do is cool them down completely and store them in an airtight container. That is really, really important. Alright, so I have my dough ready and this is how my dough looks. Okay, so now we're just going to spoon it out. I am going to use a spoon, but normally I make roundels and press it down. But I won't be able to wash my hands as we do the live. So I'm just going to quickly spoon a few out and show you. I'm going to press it down. And then I'm going to put one little cashew on it, just to decorate it. So this activity you can do with your kids, you know, that's the best part. You can engage your children, especially during this lockdown. You know, we all are looking at keeping our kids busy. So this little activity can be done with the kids. You press it down, let them spoon the dough out, and you'll get about 12 cookies with this recipe. And it's that simple. So you're going to bake the cookies for about 20 minutes, all right, till nice and crisp. Now, as I mentioned, it's important to store it in an airtight container. But in Bombay, like I'm based in Bombay, it's super hot and humid. So they tend to get soggy. So what do I do then? Once they're already baked. So what you do is you preheat your oven again at 180 degrees Celsius and stick it into the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes. Cool it down, they'll be nice and crunchy again. So that's it. I have my cookie dough that is completely ready. And it barely took us any time. And it's a complete no fuss recipe, you know. It's very simple to make. So there you go. Alright, so the cookies are ready to bake. I'm going to keep it aside. I have a batch that is already ready with me. So this is how they're going to look. They're these lovely cookies. Okay, once they are baked, you bake them for about 20 minutes. So the cookies are ready, and that was quite quick. I'm sure you agree with me. Now I want to show you how to make the chia seed tiramisu, which is the best part. Alright, like I mentioned, a tiramisu has coffee and chocolate in it. It has mascarpone cheese, which we are not going to use. So I have used two of my favorite products from Slurp Farm, which is the jaggery and the chia seeds. Alright. Now I have taken 2 tablespoons of chia seeds and I have soaked them in 100 ml of milk. Okay, and I've divided them into 2 bowls. So I have 1 bowl of chia seeds soaked in milk. Now you can soak it in any milk you have available. I'm using regular milk, but if you have almond milk, you can soak it in almond milk. If you have oat milk, in oat milk, cashew milk, cashew milk. So whatever milk is available, you can soak it in that. Alright, so I have both these divided into 2 bowls. In 1 bowl, I'm going to add a teaspoon of coffee powder. Okay, now the coffee powder depends on you, how much coffee you like. If you like it strong, you can add more. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of my favorite jaggery powder. Again, it depends on you. If you want to sweeten it further, you can add more. All you do is mix it all up and keep it aside. Okay, so that gives us our first layer. Okay, I'm just going to quickly show you how it looks. So that's it. That's our coffee bit. Okay, and then for the second layer, I'm going to add dark cocoa powder. Alright, so you can add chocolate powder, whatever you have available. If you have regular drinking cocoa, you can add that. Or you can also, you know, melt a little bit of chocolate and add that to it. You can add a little bit of chocolate bits, whatever is available with you at home. But because I've added cocoa powder, this mixture is a little thicker compared to the coffee mixture. And I'm just going to show it to you. So this is the cocoa mix. Alright. So that's it. You have your layers ready. We have the cookie ready. So now what do we do? Simple. We are going to take a little jar. Okay. And we're going to take 1 cookie, break it into the jar. Alright. Crumble it into a jar. I'm going to layer it first with a little bit of the coffee mix. And all of this layering depends on how much coffee you like. You layer it according to that. So I'm going to layer it nicely. I am a big fan of coffee, and that's why I enjoy this particular dish not only as a dessert, but I also do it for breakfast because I love my coffee and I love my chocolate. So now we're going to layer this. Okay, so there we go. We have the first layer. Now I'm going to again break another cookie into it, and I'm going to layer it with chocolate. So I have my chocolate mix. This is a little thicker. So here you go, the chocolate chia seed mix. And now I want to top it up. Okay, I'm going to top it up with a little bit of yogurt. All right, I have a little bit of yogurt here. If you have cream or you have coconut cream, you can add coconut cream to it as well. All right, so I have yogurt here. You can sweeten the yogurt with a little bit of jaggery if you like. I keep my dessert very low on sweetness because the cookie also sweet. So I'm just going to add plain yogurt on it, and I'm going to just dust it with a little bit of jaggery powder, and that's it. There you go. It's a super simple, fun recipe to do, and it's quick. More than that, it's quick. You can engage the kids with it, and there you have it. This is your chia seed tiramisu. This is going to give you about 1 jar, this recipe. And there you have it. It's a very simple recipe. I'm open to any questions that you have. Alright, so please feel free to ask, or else the recipe is on the website. So do go check it out, and do make this recipe and share pictures with us. We would love to see it. So thank you so very much. Thank you for joining us. And yes, so I hope to see you all really soon. Thank you for joining me. I'm Chef Aisha, and thank you Slurp Farm for giving me this platform. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Thank you.